Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to go all the way out to Boston, Massachusetts, man. Now it looks like there's a rapper by the name of Y-Gizzle who might be in a little bit of trouble, man, because it's being reported that him and some alleged gang members that he was affiliated with have gotten locked up and arrested out in the Boston area. And it was a federal sweep and a federal indictment for a street gang known as the Heath Street Gang. Now, the headline of the story out there says the Heath Street Gang members and associates charged in federal sweep. So it's looking like the feds just crashed the party on the Heath Street Gang. Now, the Heath Street Gang is allegedly known as one of the most powerful gangs in the housing projects there in the Boston area, man. Now, there's a story and a press release that was put out by the feds that breaks down everything about the Heath Street Gang and all the people that were arrested, because it's looking like they arrested 40 alleged members and associates. And these guys are being accused of a wide different range of crimes, man. From the simple, I'm talking about simple fraud and simple, burglary and robbery and things like that of department stores to all out murder. So let's go ahead and check out this news clip about the arrests that were carried out early this morning.
Officers seized more than 60 weapons. Investigators say the suspects often bragged about their crimes on social media.
These defendants also produce music videos to allegedly promote themselves and denigrate rival gangs.
Now, as you heard right there, and we've seen a lot in social media and hip hop and drill rap culture, that these guys were pretty much sticking to the culture of drill rap. They were dissing their dead ops. They were talking about crimes that they had committed, all on the songs while dancing in the videos and putting those videos out for massive consumption of their fans and people who listened to their music. The crazy part about it is they probably weren't expecting that the feds would also be listening to this same music, ready to set them up and get them in a position to where they could come in with a sweeping indictment and grab like 40 of them, man. Now, it's being said that they have over 150 members in the Heath Street Gang, which is fairly large for a particular gang, but they are said to operate specifically out of the Mildred C. Haley apartments and are previously known as the Bromley Heath Housing Development, a public housing development located in Jamaica Plain. It is one of the largest housing developments in the greater Boston area, man. Now, what's crazy about this is you can see them on social media, especially if you look at Y-Gizzle's account, showing a lot of love to their fallen members and also showing their housing project and also showing previews of their music videos and things that they were doing in the music industry. I guess the feds were looking at them as well, and that's what led them to end up getting caught up. But man, let's actually check another piece of this news story out.
In some videos, they bragged, as the documents allege, about murders the gang had committed. One line from a rap video allegedly talked about victims of the gang violence. And it says, and I quote, "I can say the names, but I might make the feds come for us." Well, the feds have come for you.
Now, as you heard, the Attorney General's office took that as a dare. Like, we're not going to say the names because, the feds might be coming. And basically, they said the feds are watching and the feds have come. And this is what's being reported. So in Boston, more than 40 accused Boston area gang members were arrested in federal charges as authorities say they used children while committing violent crimes. So on top of it, they feel like they're showing the cycle of things that happen within that gang and in that housing project, that they recruit these kids early at a young age, get them involved in the gang, get them all messed up because they have a crime on their record. Now they're going to be loyal to the gang, and they pay them back in the weirdest ways you're going to see. Now, the list of charges start off like this. Racketeering, conspiracy, gun, and drug offenses are among the charges, along with financial crimes, including fraud and retail theft. Now, the suspects allegedly shoplifted at stores like Nordstrom and Victoria's Secrets and were then threatened security guards who confronted them. Now, they're saying that these guys were coming in and robbing Nordstrom's, Victoria's Secrets, and obviously taking those things and selling them on the streets. That's boosting. Boosting's been around forever, right? But they're saying they were also putting pressures on the guards, like the security guards. Hey, you ain't see nothing. Get out of the way. You better move. Your job ain't worth all this. Trying to get those goods so they could resell them any way that they could. Now, here's some things that are being said about the Heath Street Gang. Now, acting U.S. Attorney Joshua Levy said that the suspects are all members of the Heath Street Gang who operated near the Mildred C. Haley apartments in Jamaica Plain. More than 60 guns were allegedly seized as part of the investigation. Levy said that the weapons were used in 3 murders and multiple shootings, including one in October 2016 where a 9-year-old girl was severely injured at a family gathering. So they're saying that they're responsible for guns that were also used in a shooting back in 2016 that injured a 9-year-old kid. You know what I mean? So it's not looking good for the Heath Street Gang. And the way that these RICO indictments come down, they're going to be charging everybody with pretty much everything across the board, including RICO, right? And that's how they get who they feel are the gang's leaders and the people who are influencing the youth to do all these hits and carry out a majority of the crime on behalf of the gang. Now, according to Levy, the suspects bragged about their crimes on social media and even made music videos where they mocked rival gangs and promoted themselves. So basically putting it out there that they were putting their stuff on social media for all to see. This is an intimidation tactic, and it's another way to get promotion. And it's also a way that this gang felt that they could reward some of their younger members who are allegedly carrying out some of their most heinous crime. Now, the state's attorney Levy is quoted with saying this: "This is the problem we're hearing about in urban police chiefs across Massachusetts, and frankly, across the country. These bad actors that we targeted today took advantage of young people. They used fear, intimidation, and violence to gain personally. They took advantage of the youngest among us," added Boston Police Commissioner Michael Cox. "They took advantage of the sons and daughters in these neighborhoods and turned them into a life of crime. This is an impactful investigation. This is going to be impactful for our city for some time to come." So they're feeling like they made a real dent in the crime in the city of Boston by taking out the Heath Street Gang. Now, the Heath Street Gang on social media goes by a lot of different names. You'll see them referred to as the Trottie Gang, the Heat Gang, and all sorts of other names, referring to how real they keep it in the streets as far as committing crimes and sticking to their raps, and also remaining fearless because they weren't afraid to taunt their ops and weren't afraid to actually get active in the streets behind the words that they put in their rap songs. This is an interesting situation because you have a whole cycle of things. You have the young people in the streets who might look up to these guys in this neighborhood that's already impoverished. Then you have them pushing rap, which already has the younger people looking up to them. Then on the flip side, you have these guys rapping, trying to make it in the game, and also trying to stick to their words and their raps. And it creates this vicious cycle of people committing crimes and then posting it online and posting it in their rap songs. Now, outside of the theft and the robbery rings, they're also being accused of taking $900,000 in relief funds and then taking some of that money to buy over 100 guns that were then used in the streets. Levy, the state's attorney, said that one of the suspects applied for unemployment assistance in 10 states and territories, even including Guam. So their realm of crimes, or alleged crimes, I should say, are all over the spectrum. You have murder, you have relief fund crimes, you have simple theft. You have all these different things combined, but they feel like this was all happening under the same umbrella of the Heath Street Gang. And that's why Y-Gizzle and 38 other of his alleged associates are in jail right now. Now, I'm pretty sure there's going to be more about this RICO case coming at later dates, and we'll see how this works out. But what do y'all think? Were they successful in taking out this gang in Boston? Or do you think that, man, there might be more to this than we know? Now, with that, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.